Hi, welcome to Naresh IT. My name is Satish. In today's session, I am going to be discussing about abstract class and abstract methods. What is an abstract? Abstract is a non-access modifier in Java. It is a non-access modifier in Java. The abstract modifier is applicable for classes, interfaces, methods and inner classes. The abstract modifier is applicable for classes, interfaces, methods and inner classes. That means a class possible to declare with abstract, an interface also possible to declare with abstract, a method inner class also possible to declare with what? An abstract. But variables are not possible to declare with abstract. In Java, we have abstract class concept, abstract method concept, but abstract variable concept not there. Abstract concept is not applicable for variables. Okay, now understand what is actually abstract method and concrete method. What is actually abstract method and concrete method? So now observe, for example, if you are writing one method like this, public double withdraw int account number comma double amount. So this type of method is called as what? Concrete method. Concrete method compulsory contain the body, method body. Concrete method always contain the method body. Concrete method is called as complete method in Java. Okay, so if any method contain the body, then that method is called as concrete method. What is an abstract method? If any method ends with a semicolon, that means cannot have the body, then the type of method is called as an abstract method. Concrete method always contain the body, but abstract method cannot contain the body. Abstract method always ends with semicolon. Abstract method compulsory can declare with abstract keyword. Abstract is a keyword as well as it is what? Modifier. So the abstract method must be declared with what? Abstract keyword. Actually, what is the need to end one method with semicolon? That means what is the need to declare one method with abstract? Now concentrate. Whenever we don't know how to provide the implementation for a method, whenever we don't know how to provide the implementation for a method, that methods generally will declare with abstract and will end with the semicolon. Here doubt is coming, why we don't know how to provide the implementation? Here we don't know about the implementation means sometimes to provide a implementation for a method, some another method's help is required, some variables help is required. Suppose in a class the required methods, the required variables are not there to implement so and so particular method. So the required supporting methods, the required supporting variables are not there to implement a particular method. Then that method we can end with semicolon by declaring with what? Abstract. Simply, whenever an implementation not possible for a method, then that kind of method we can end with semicolon by declaring with abstract. Okay, if you are declaring with abstract, who will provide the implementation? Here the doubt is coming. Here, for example, we have one class, abstract class, okay, accounts. Only one method is there. What is that one? Withdraw. In the account class, suppose to provide the implementation for withdraw method, some another methods are not there, some other supporting variables are not there. So just we are declaring the withdraw method with abstract and we are ending with semicolon. Next, subclass will take the responsibility to provide the implementation for that abstract method. So next we can create one subclass like sub account that extends which one? Account class. In that subclass, you can override that method and provide the required implementation. So here my point is, in the account class, suppose implementation not possible for withdraw method. Why implementation not possible for withdraw method is, some required supported methods, required variables are not there in account class. So the withdraw method I am ending with semicolon in the account class. Next I am creating a subclass for that account. In that subclass, I will override the withdraw method and I will provide the body, means implementation for withdraw method. Okay, so like this we will handle which one? Abstract methods. Okay, so concrete method is nothing but a complete method. Abstract method is always ends with what? Semicolon. Abstract method cannot contain the body. Okay, now here I am coming to abstract class. Okay, to understand more about abstract methods, we require the knowledge on abstract class also. What is actually an abstract class? A class is called as an abstract means compulsory the class is declaring with an abstract keyword. A class is called as an abstract means compulsory the class is required to be declared with what? A keyword, that is with abstract. Okay, now observe, an abstract class allows 0 or n number of abstract methods and 0 or n number of concrete methods. Inside the abstract class, it is possible to write 0 or n number of abstract methods and 0 or n number of concrete methods. For example, here abstract double withdraw int account number comma double amounts. Next, void balance enquiry with the account number. So now in this example observe, total 2 methods are defined, but one method is an abstract method, one is a concrete method. Balance enquiry method is a concrete method, withdraw method is an abstract method. What is actually our point? An abstract class allows 0 or n number of abstract methods, 0 or n number of concrete methods. In a abstract class, only abstract methods are possible to write. In the abstract class, only concrete methods also possible to write. And in the abstract class, it is possible to write a combination of abstract methods and concrete methods. Okay, this is the first point about which one? An abstract class. The important second point is, an abstract class allows abstract methods, concrete methods. So now observe, an abstract class is a not fully implemented class. An abstract class is a partial implemented class. Why here I am calling it is a partial implemented class is, in this class all the methods are not implemented. Some methods are ended with semicolon, some methods are implemented with the body. So abstract class is a partial implemented class. a abstract class is not ready to provide the service. So because of that reason, for abstract class, object creation is not possible. In Java, for abstract class, object creation is not possible. Suppose if you are trying to creating an object of account, then here compile time error will occur, because in Java object creation is not possible for an abstract class. Okay, so an abstract class allows 0 or n number of abstract methods and 0 or n number of concrete methods, and object creation is not possible for an abstract class. Why object creation capability is not given for abstract class is, it is a partial implemented class, it is not a fully implemented class. Because of that reason, object creation capability is not given for an abstract class. An abstract class allows to define static variables, okay, non-static variables, static methods, non-static methods, constructors. Like inside the abstract class, static variables, non-static variables, static methods, non-static methods, constructors, everything is possible to write. Inside the abstract class, everything is possible to write, but object creation is not possible. Okay, so now observe one important point. Object creation not possible for abstract class, but what is the need to declare, what is the need to define constructor inside the abstract class? For example, here I have one class like public abstract employee. In this abstract class, I have some variables like private int emp number, private int emp number, private string name, public employee int emp number, comma, string name. This dot emp number is equal to emp number, this dot name is equal to name. Now observe in this example, I have two variables. To provide the initialization for the two variables, I am using one constructor, but it is what? An abstract class. What is my point is, object creation not possible for an abstract class, then what is the need to write constructor inside the abstract class, and when that constructor is executing. Now observe, I am creating a subclass for this abstract class. For example, class manager extends employee, class manager extends employee, that is different .java file, employee. Your manager is also a different .java file, okay, that is employee.java, it is a manager.java. Your manager is a subclass of employee. In the manager class, one constructor available like this, int emp number, comma, string name. Here super statement is I am using to call super class constructor. Okay, this statement is used to call super class constructors. So next observe, just I am creating an object of manager, I am not creating an object of employee. Manager m is equal to new manager of employee number 101, comma, Raja. Whenever I am creating an object of subclass, that is manager class, manager class constructor is executing, the manager class constructor is calling, it's a super class constructor. The super class is what? Employee. So here the employee class constructor is executing whenever we are creating an object of manager. So the superclass constructor is executing whenever we are creating an object of which one? Subclass. By executing this constructor, JVM is providing the initialization to employee number and name. So even though object creation is not possible for an abstract class, why we are writing constructors inside the abstract class? To provide the initialization to non-static variables. To provide the initialization to non-static variables. Even though object creation not possible, always we are writing constructors. That constructor is executing whenever we are creating an object of subclass. Whenever we are creating an object of subclass. Whenever we are creating an object of subclass, the subclass constructor is executing. The subclass constructor is calling superclass constructor with the help of super keyword. And the superclass constructor is executing and providing the initialization to that respect to non-static variables. Object creation not possible for abstract class, but constructors are possible to define. That always we are defining to provide the initialization to non-static variables of that class. Inside the abstract class, static variables, non-static variables, static methods, non-static methods, constructors, everything possible to define as per the application requirements. Okay, so here first point is what? An abstract class allows abstract methods as well as concrete methods. Here one more point I am going to be giving the conclusion. Now observe, in this abstract class, for example here I am writing one abstract class. Okay, abstract class account. Here I am writing the methods like this: double, deposit, int account number, comma, double amount. Like this here I am writing. Okay, now observe, in this account class, even though abstract methods are not available, I am declaring the class with what? Abstracts. Even though there are no abstract methods, I am declaring the class with what? Abstracts. So my point is, even though there are no abstract methods, then what is the need to declare the class with abstracts? What is the need to declare the class with abstracts? Very important point it is. Even though there are no abstract methods, why we are declaring the class with abstract is to avoid the object creation for that class. To avoid the object creation for any class, even though there are no abstract methods, the class we are declaring with what? Abstracts. So an abstract class allows 0 or n number of abstract methods and 0 or n number of concrete methods. Inside the abstract class, static variables, non-static variables, static methods, non-static methods, constructors, everything possible to define. But object creation is not possible. Even though object creation not possible, why we are writing constructors? To provide the initialization to non-static variables. That construct is executing whenever we are creating an object of subclass. Next, even though there are no abstract methods, the class why we are declaring with abstract? To avoid the object creation. Okay, these are the 4 important points for which one? An abstract class. Okay, another important point is, in any Java class, if at least one abstract method is there, it is a mandatory to declare that class with what? An abstract. Okay, in this example, here I have one abstract method. So here the class account compulsory required to be declared with what? Abstract. Suppose if you are not declaring the class with abstract, then compiler will give what? An error. It is an invalid code. So the rule is, if any Java class contain at least one abstract method, the corresponding class compulsory required to be declared with what? Abstract. Otherwise, compiler will give an error. Okay. So next observe. In a class, if abstract methods are available, in a class, if abstract methods are available, when we are providing the implementation, and how we are providing the implementation. Now observe. In any Java class, if abstract methods are available, for that class, you can create a subclass like this, class sub account extends account. In that subclass, override the abstract method and provide the implementation logic like this. In that abstract class, override the abstract method and provide the implementation logic. Inside this method, how we can implement? Get total balance from database based on account number. Then write the logic for withdraw. Total balance is equal to total balance minus amount. Then update the total balance into the database. Okay, then return total balance. Okay, now the important point observe. Here my class account contain one abstract method. To provide the implementation for that abstract method, I am creating a subclass sub account. In the subclass, I am overriding the withdraw method and I am providing the required implementation logic. But this logic is only not enough. Whenever we are implementing this logic, you can also provide extra functionality. Means extra logic also you can implement, like security code you can implement. Security code. What is the need of security code is the user is valid user or not, means authorized user or not, check. And also you can implement exception handling code, security code, exception handling code. As per the requirement you can also implement. Just I am giving the sample code how to implement the logic for withdraw method. Okay, now observe the important point. Suppose you are creating a subclass for an abstract class, but in that subclass we are not implemented that abstract methods. Then what happens? Whenever we are creating a subclass for an abstract class, in that subclass must be override the superclass abstract methods, and provide the implementation logic. Suppose in that subclass, if implementation not possible by overriding that abstract methods, then compulsory that subclass also you can declare with what? An abstract. So in this example, in the sub account class must be override withdraw method and provide the implementation logic. If implementation logic not possible for withdraw method, then sub account class also compulsory declare with what? An abstract. If you are not declaring the sub account with abstract, compile time error will occur. So here abstract. If you are declaring this class also with abstract, the next subclass will take the responsibility to provide the implementation logic for withdraw method. So whenever you are creating a subclass for an abstract class, in that subclass compulsory required to be override the superclass abstract methods. If overriding not possible for implementation, then that subclass also compulsory required to be declared with abstract. If you are not overriding and if you are not declaring with abstract, then compile time error will occur. Okay, this is a important rule. Okay, and when we are working with abstract class, all these rules compulsory required to be followed. Okay, so this is an abstract class and abstract methods. Thank you for watching. For more videos, you can subscribe NareshIT YouTube channel.